Okay, this right here is going to be my original top. The other one that are done is going to be the bottom. And they'll be laminated together. So it'll be 1.5 inches thick whenever I get it done. So right now, I'm going to lay out the circumference on it. I've got this little jig right here, 24 inches. It's nailed to the center, so that gives me 24 inches. When I go all the way around, it'll be 4 foot diameter. So, go ahead and mark it out here. Alright, I've already got it laid out for my biscuits. Them's biscuit joiners. They're 2 9/36 inch long and 1 inch wide. What I'll do, I'll put one at every, I've already got them marked out here. I'll do something like this. It takes 30 of them. So, we'll go all the way around at every joint. And I'll put, I've got three joints here in the middle. So I'll get those cut out, these pieces here. Okay, as I said before, this right here is a biscuit joiner. That blade right there is 15/16 thick. And the biscuits, they're 15/16 thick. So, I've got my marks laid out here where the biscuits go. I probably said that before. Here, here, here. Turn that around. These biscuits fit down these grooves. Get one in every one of them. Like so. And they'll join together like this. The way they go together. Let me glue it and clamp it, make a nice tight joint. See, this one right here is the bottom. Got a clamp, got glue. These here are running vertical. Now the top will run horizontal on it. I have to get those cut. I have to glue them together for one piece. Lay it back on the table and take the router. Take a router, cut around it. But you'll take probably 5 times around it, because I don't want to cut it probably about a 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch at a time. That way it's not so hard on the straight bit cutter. Alright, I'm ready to glue these boards together. But I'm going to have to do it in 3 different sections. And then to get those done, I'll have to glue it up all in one. So I'll go ahead and glue this one up. You want to make sure you get glue down those grooves. You know, when you got enough, that glue will squish out like that. Then I'll take my brush. I'll run over it both sides. Make sure I glue on that biscuit. Getting a little much, but that'll be all right. Always use it. what you want to do is tighten these clamps up just enough to that glue to squeeze out all the way through here. I'll take my putty now, scrape that off. Take a wet rag where you can clean it up, get the excess off. We'll turn her over. Do the same thing on the back. Scrape what you can off of it. Then I'll flip it back over. Take a couple of boards, like so, and clamps. What that does, it pulls the board down against the top clamp. That way you don't have no space under it, and the board's nice and flat. That way the joint's nice and smooth on top. Like so. Alright, I've got these three pieces clamped up. So tomorrow I'll let them set overnight, let them dry out. Tomorrow I'll take them apart and I'll glue two parts together, let that set, and then do the other third part later on. I'm gonna run these three pieces through the sander. This is the back side. It's got just a little bit of a lip where the boards are not exactly flat and smooth. So I'm gonna run it through there a couple of times, each one of them. Now the front here's, the joints on it is really, really smooth. So we'll go ahead and run these through there. Alright, I've got the top made, got it glued together. The reason for these boards here is to pull the top so wide. Whenever you tighten your pipe clamps up, what it wants to do, it wants to bow the table up this way. So I took this board, I put a 1/2 inch under it, put it on top, put the C-clamps on ends that pulls it back down in the middle, makes it straight. And same thing for on ends. Got one on the end, one on each end. So, after I get this one done, I'm gonna glue the two pieces together. The bottom goes on this one. It'll turn opposite direction. It'll be pulling the strength different ways. It'll pull it together. Alright, we're ready to glue this top together now. Gotta use plenty of glue. Here's the router and the jig I've got set up. Like I said, that right there is a kick plate off a 32-inch door. What I do, I just bore my hose, whatever diameter I want the table. I think that right there is a 30-inch. Right here's the one we just done. That's 4 foot. And I've got this just got bolted on. This router's got 2 holes each side. You can put bolts in, hold it to your jig. All right, I'm gonna go around the circumference with a 1-inch round over. It's gonna round the edge over. Alright, I'm using a 100 grit sandpaper, but I'll go back over it again like a 120 grit. Be the finished sanding coat. So. I'm gonna put the final sanding on the top here. What I'm using is 320 sandpaper. I'm gonna go ahead and sand it. Get it sanded down so I can put the finish on here in a little while. Okay, I'm ready to put the finish on. What I'm using here is Hellsman's. It's a spar polyurethane made by Minwax. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just pour that on top of it. Just let it run. Probably get a good even coat on it. We'll find out.